ever been here. I've passed it on numerous occasions, but not had the pleasure of actually coming here. So I thought we'd drop in. We're heading down to the beautiful lighthouse later on today, but this is a small 5, 6, 7K walk, which I thought we'd just basically do on the way. And this takes us around a beautiful Tintern Abbey. And apparently it's a beautiful walk, fantastic place to actually be. So Teddy's in front of me. I got him on the lead because I'm a little unsure where we actually are and what wildlife and what's going to be around here. I thought I'd leave him on the lead for the time being until I get my bearings and basically know where I am anyway. But you can see there's quite a few bird boxes up on the trees as well. Not quite sure. That's the Abbey in front of us there. That's looking over at the Abbey there. And I can see there's actually cars which lead down to directly down to the Abbey. So we will see. If somebody in the room now, if you can just give me a thumbs up if my audio. I did a broadcast last night and I really struggled on my audio. So if somebody can just give me a thumbs up, say basically the audio is okay, or you can't hear me at all. So maybe if somebody can just let me know if there's somebody there before I rabbit on again. Oh, Teddy, there's lots of stuff. Good morning, Rob. Rob, I don't know whether you're in the, whether you can hear me. Can you give me a sound check there just to tell me that the audio is actually okay? Because last night I was broadcasting for an hour and I was unaware when I checked. Sounds good. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I did a broadcast for over an hour last night and I didn't realize some people were saying the audio was basically gone, but I thought it was only for a fraction, and I thought it was only for themselves. But then when I checked the replay, basically there was no audio for the whole of the broadcast. How crazy is that? An hour. And what I did, I changed from one phone to another because my reception was going, and I was still getting the picture and everything, but there was no audio. It was like a crackling mess. So it was crazy. People were saying, did I have headphones in? I didn't have headphones in because it was such a mild day. There was no need for them. But like I say, this is totally, it's annoying more than anything, Rob. Yeah, when you're unaware of it, like, I mean, I know a couple, I think Heavenly was saying at some stage, it took like 30 minutes for anybody to come in and let me know as well. But I broadcast for like over an hour. It was beautiful, but it was pitch black. It was crazy towards the end. It was actually dark, and it was that misty rain as well, which actually you end up getting soaked through as well. But Louise, my friend, how are you? Great broadcast just then. Oh my God, you had a fair few viewers in that. I don't know how you do it. How do you get promoted like for the likes of Reddit? I'm not quite sure what the scenario is there, what I should do. Pablo did send me an email last week, and I need to respond to him because he wanted a video chat with me. I don't know. But great to see you, Louise, and congratulations on a wonderful broadcast. Anyway, we are heading down somewhere I've never been to before. We're heading down to a place called Tintern Abbey. Now, hopefully, my reception will hold up and we're okay. This is, I think, taking us through the wooded walk along here. The algorithm works sometimes. Ah, right, I've got you. It is the algorithm. Yeah, well, I don't think probably it'll be good towards the bigger broadcasters like yourself, like, so that's no problem. We're happy with just getting the likes of yourself and Rob and a few people in to say hello. I really appreciate that, guys. You were awesome. But yeah, I don't know whether you've seen my comment, Louise. I put a comment up on your last broadcast. You were talking about your sunset had basically been about half an hour before. That's crazy because our sunrise was literally half an hour before that as well. So we could actually do a joint screen broadcast, you doing a sunrise, me doing a sunrise and you doing a sunset. I think that'd be absolutely awesome. That'd be a one-off for Haps, I think. Sunset, sunrise at the same time. We could, yeah, I think that would be absolutely awesome. I think I need to check the exact details, as in where you would, uh, where you are and where I am, sunrise and sunset. But it's pretty much. I think you're getting to that stage now where the timings are more or less spot on. I think. But I will check, and I'll be in touch about that if you want to go ahead with something like that. But I think that could be a one-off, perhaps. That you can lead the way, I can join you, or vice versa, no problem. Oh wow, we've got all these bug things as well. Like I say, never ever 7:45 here. Right, I'll check on the time here, Louise, because I think it's pretty much our sunrise is round about that time as well. I know it's starting to get light round about 7:30 anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much what it could be around here. So you got these bug dens as well, guys. Like I say, I have never been on this walk at the minute. We're heading down to a beautiful abbey known as Tintern Abbey, and we're in County Wexford here on the east coast of Ireland, approximately about an hour and a half south of Dublin. Mel, my friend, how you doing? Great to see you. It's crazy though. I did a broadcast last night from the mountains and everything, and I was on for like an hour and 4 minutes, unaware there was people coming in. I was chatting away, and Peter actually joined as well. Ah, you're very kind, Mel. I appreciate that. Peter joined as well, like, and he was chatting away, and I was chatting away. Unbeknown to myself, there was no sound on the broadcast. I don't know what actually happened. It was just crazy, no sound at all. It was just like this crinkling. People were saying, was I wearing headphones? I weren't wearing anything because it was such a calm night. It was crazy. So hopefully we'll get us way through here and we should start to see the Abbey in front of us, guys. I don't know how long it is through the actual woods. You're very kind. I appreciate the super arts, guys. I really do. They always come back at you, as you're aware of that. I do. I can actually cash out now if I wanted to. I've cashed out a few times in the past, but I know things dry. Things are starting to quieten down a lot in relation to that. Nazim, my friend, good morning. How are you? I appreciate you dropping by. Hopefully, we can keep signal today with what we're doing. We're starting off at this. I've passed it so many times. Good morning, Mark. How are you, my friend? We meet again. And Louise, hello, Australia, New Zealand. Nazim, we are heading down to a beautiful abbey. It's known as Tintern Abbey, but I've never been here. I've passed it on many occasions. I'd imagine in the winter, over to my left, you'd see a beautiful stream or river or something flowing down there. It's pretty much dry at the minute. Mark, you're a star, my friend. I appreciate the super heart. So yeah, I haven't got a clue how far the Abbey is. I know it's around about a 7 kilometer walk as far as I wear. Teddy, stop peeing up on the camera. I've kept him on the lead for the time being. It does. There are signs around saying keep doggies on the lead. Hope the connection holds up. Yeah, me too. I do have two phones with me, Nazim, but I'm hoping it does too, because apparently it's a beautiful photographic spot as well. Like, so I've got my, bear with me a second. I could do a, there we go. We are here. We're on the haps. But as you can see, oh my God, bear with me a second, Teddy. I've got to step over the lead. Teddy is tying me up in knots. But as you can see, I've got a backpack on. I've got a backpack on. Then I've got I got my camera and everything around my waist. I've got another bag on this side. We are so loaded up with stuff. But we're going to start off on this journey today, and then we're going to head over to the Hook Lighthouse. So, which is, I want a Haps hat. I know, isn't it brilliant? I love it. But I think that on the side, bear with me a second, I'll be able to show you, Nazim. I don't know whether you've seen it before, but I think the teddy tails on the side, I think it's just fantastic. Bobby Bicker did an absolutely awesome job. And like I say, I am working on other things for Christmas time. Then we've got a camera on that side. Like, so yeah, I was absolutely delighted with that. Bobby Bicker can paint you on. Exactly, Mel. Oh, yeah, that's it. Get in touch with Bobby because I'm sure she'd be okay doing that. I do see my reception heading down to Paul, but that's probably because we were in the forest. Hopefully, I don't know how it does come back. I suppose it's because of all the open up again. We should be back as well with another network provider. I've got my my one which I use all the time. This is just a spare phone. I found like broadcasting on this because there's absolutely nothing on here, no apps or anything. All there is basically the HAPS app. I've put it back to manufacturer settings because I never use it. No need to use it. I thought, well, we'll try that. We'll try on a different phone and basically just keep. How far away is the Abbey? Nazim, that's a good question. I haven't got a clue. Like I said, I've never been here before. I've passed it on numerous occasions, but not actually. I could see it from back there, but we've come a different way through the woods. I thought I wanted to get Teddy on a bit of a walk before we get near to the Abbey, just to try and calm him down a little bit. But I'm hoping you're breaking up a bit here. Right, okay, let's move on. Let's try and get a little bit faster and out onto the open land there. Now we've got a wall coming up, so I'm hoping that could be the lead up to the Abbey. I do see, so bear. It is true that Laurel and Hardy really did come from your city. As in morning saw you. Great that everybody's chatting to each other. Right, okay, so we've got a couple of signs here. We've got one which is telling us to head down. Now I think my signal's gone back up to good, guys. So, and now it's gone down to bad. So we've got all these. We can actually walk up to this part here. This is not the actual Abbey, but it looks like an old. Bear with me, Teddy. Come here a minute. Oh, Ted's. Oh, he is an absolute nightmare on the lead. This side, mister. Stop being a pain in the bum. Let's just have a look at this part here. This is not the actual Abbey, guys. This looks like it could be, I'd imagine, an old church looking at it. And I see my reception. This is Tintern Church and Cemetery. So I don't know whether you can make that out in the actual picture there. The church is an example of a capella ante portus, or chapel outside the gates. It was built on what was once the road between Clonmines and Feathered. I'm just trying to get some dates and everything, see if there's some, oh yeah. Bishop James Caulfield was born at Salt Mills in 1732. He was educated locally, and in 1757 he was ordained a priest. When the 1798 insurrection broke out, Bishop Caulfield had continually exhorted the people to peace and good order and allegiance to his majesty and government and due obedience to the law. So he's just giving you a few of the killings. 27 people from the Tintern area were killed in the burning of the Scullerbogue barn on the 5th of June 1798. The sectarian attack is one of the most infamous and gruesome events in Wexford history. Of the 200 or so victims, more came from the Tintern area than anywhere else. One of the victims is thought to be buried in Tintern Cemetery. So it's just telling you about some of the stuff which actually happened during the day. And then if anybody wants to read a little bit of Irish, then they're welcome to read the Irish part, but I can't even pronounce it, guys. So I think I'll give that a miss. So we've got the stones which lead over the actual, you can actually get in and walk there now. I don't think anybody's actually in there, guys. So wait here and wait, Ted. If I can, there we are. Wait a second. I think we can actually, oh, bear with me a second, guys, and we can have a look around. Let me just put this. Let's have a look around the actual. Whoop. I see my signal is starting to fade. Hopefully it will stay on while we make our way down to the actual Abbey itself. We can have a walk around here. I see there's actually gates which are actually put on here, so you can't actually get in now. It does look like there are burial sites actually inside there as well. It's quite eerie as well. I don't know whether you can hear like an echo as we're walking around. Oh, Teddy, see if we can have a look on some of these gravestones around, see if we can get any dates or anything. Or you can see it's very, very overgrown now. Oh my God, this is going back a fair few hundreds of years, guys. This looks pretty recent, actually. This one here, in loving memory of Francis Brown, who died the 1st of October 1917. So that's a 1917 one, but you can see it's pretty new compared to all the other ones which are around. And as you can see, in the day, the chapel would have had windows coming down the side of it as well there. I don't know whether you can still hear me, guys. Okay, I watched one of their films and they said, oh, everyone's talking amongst themselves. That's brilliant. Like to say, I don't know whether my signal is still okay, guys, whether we're and we've got some older graves looking here. This one here dates back to, oh my God, it's you can see, Teddy, get off, you'll get me in trouble. Teddy's walking on the graves, not a good sign. Teds, come here. So let's make us way down to the actual Abbey itself, guys, and hopefully my reception will get a little bit like obviously a lot of their family. Yeah, you're still a little bit pixelated, not as good as Louise Pop is. Exactly, Mark. I know. Oh, you've disappeared. Oh no, I disappeared. See if I can get back. Nobody can be as good as Louise. Louise always gets great signal. My signal's pretty bad at the best of times, guys. Let's get back through there and see if I can pick my signal back up. I froze up. No, it's probably me. I'm going to head down this way because it seems my signal's actually getting strong, going back to good when we head down this part. So I think it is me, Rob. Hopefully we'll come back anyway. I think this is the way to the actual Abbey, as far as I'm aware. I just say my signal's still poor. Hopefully it will come back. So happy Saturday anyway, guys. I hope everything's well. Like I say, this is the start of our Saturday strolls. We're then heading down to the oldest operational lighthouse in the world, basically on the Hook Peninsula, known as Hookhead. It is Hook Lighthouse. Teddy, come here. Come here. Come here. Teddy. Bear with me a second, guys. Need to bring him back because I think, oh wow, this is a beautiful bridge as well. Teddy, come here. What time is sunrise when you have disappointed? Ah, sunrise. I was awake. I've been awake since about I got up about 3:15 this morning and didn't really fall back asleep. Teddy, come here a minute. Bear with me a second, guys. Come here. Ted, come here. 2 seconds, guys. This is the trouble when you've got so much luggage and you're trying to carry, you're trying to hold a dog, you're trying to hold a camera, you're trying to hold your gimbal, you're trying to hold. So yeah, the tide's actually out at the minute. So that's the church and graveyard. So looking over to this side, you can see, oh, I've got a beautiful heron there, which is actually just flown right in front of me there. He's actually in the middle of the water there. See whether we've got a little zoom on there. I don't know whether the picture's okay. I know it's showing. Teddy, I don't know which way we're going now, mister. Let me see. Let me see. We must be heading up this way, I'd imagine. What a beautiful bridge, though, heading across the water here, guys. Oh, that could be the actual Abbey in over that direction there, guys. That could be the Abbey in front of us there. Good day, Bernie. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, I think that's a good possibility that could be the Abbey. So I don't know where we're leading, following following the actual routes and everything. And it looks like we are going to head this way. We were just watching a beautiful heron for those just joining, guys, over on the side here. The actual water. My signal seems to be in and out, guys. Story of my life, that is. What I might have to do is maybe change phones. Got a couple of visitors over on the left-hand side there. These are actually carved out of wood, guys. I think there's a little pillar here which actually tells you love, power, and legacy. Bear with me a second. The love, power, the story of William Marshall and Isabel Declare marks the rise and consolidation of Norman Minster. It also has an entrancing story of love, loyalty, and honor. The significance of their marriage in August 1189, and life together should not be underestimated. Born in 1146, William was knighted at the young age of 20, and by 36, never defeated. He loyally served five Plantagenet kings: Henry II, Henry the Young King, Richard the Lionheart, King John, and the young King Henry III, for whom he was regent, king in all but name. In 1215, he was one of the creators and signatories of the Magna Carta, a charter establishing fundamental rights and curbing the powers of the monarchy, which is one of the most important legal documents in the Western world. It is hard to disagree with the view that he was the greatest knight that ever lived. And that's just telling you a little bit about Isabel there. Isabel was the eldest child of Richard de Clare, Strongbow. So there you go. And Aoife of Leinster, the daughter of Dermot MacAda. She spoke French, Irish, and Latin and was described as having been the good, the fair, the wise, the courteous lady of high degree. She was about 18 when she married William. He was in his early 40s and was the greatest heiress of her time. The marriage gave William everything, approximately all of Leinster, and earled 10 children. And you've got to hear that. So that is William Marshall. I think I've actually froze on everybody. Yeah, I think